Kristaps Porzingis is a superstar that our guys, the Washington Wizards, have needed since basically Bradley Beal has taken over as the franchise cornerstone number one star. Kristaps Porzingis is the perfect guy to legitimately be the opposite number two or co number one with. And first off, I want to talk about the fact that Kristaps Porzingis is averaging 3 assists per game so far with the Washington Wizards, and it's because Wes Unseld Jr. comes from the Nuggets, and he's also John Hopkins alumni. Very smart man, but he spent a lot of time around Jokic, and he's running similar plays that Jokic runs out of the elbow for Kristaps Porzingis, and Kristaps Porzingis is showing that he can have the offense run through him as a secondary playmaker. Besides that, he's still a rim protector guy, averaging 1.5 blocks per game with a steal a game. Okay, shooting like 34% from three for us on almost 5 attempts per game, then shooting 46% from the field. Okay, this is a beast. And as we look at the team, we're seeing more and more. I love this lineup. Like, imagine Bradley Beal instead of Stanarowski out there. You have Bradley Beal and Contavious Caldwell-Pope. Rui Hachimura, Corey Kispert, Corey Kispert has come into his own. He very much struggled for, almost 2/3 of the season. But this last third of the NBA season, Corey Kispert has come alive and really changed the fortunes around his season. He's became a 34% three-point shooter, but anybody who's followed him can tell you before the All-Star break, it wasn't the prettiest thing in the world, okay? Pre-All-Star break, he was a 32% three-point shooter. Post All-Star breaks at 37%, almost 38% three-point shooter. So it's been a tale of two different guys right there, Kispert. But the thing about Denny Avdija, who's also on one of the most impressive stretches of his career right now for the last 10 games, averaging 12 points. But if you really look over the last 3 games, this is a guy who's been averaging, about 13.5 points on like 40% from three, 50% from the field. Okay, grabbing about 6 boards a night, dishing out 4 assists over the last 3 games, showing what he's capable of. So that really gives you the idea of, okay, next year, Bradley Beal, Contavious Caldwell-Pope, Kristaps Porzingis, Corey Kispert, Rui Hachimura, okay, Denny Avdija, Daniel Gafford. You right there have 7 guys, okay? And then they could, Anthony Gill probably brought back as a depth guy, but he's not somebody who's played as another depth guy. Same thing this Smith. So you're like there thinking, okay, Denny Avdija, Daniel Gafford, all they need to bring in is like 2 more guys, and I think they have the possibility of doing so. I think this has been a fun team to watch. I think personally, they've been undervalued, and I know it's because they had such a hot start to the season, but then what ended up happening? They kind of, I wouldn't say shit the bed, but they did. They shot the bed, guys. And you can't do that. You can't do that, and that's not going to lead to winning basketball. So this is where I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below. What do you guys think of this team, and are you guys on the same page as me, or is this just me that I'm an optimistic person, and this is what I believe has been partially our saving grace. So that's where I want to hear your guys' thoughts. This is basically the video. Like and subscribe, follow me on Twitter and Instagram, guys. But basically, yeah, I think that's what we're going to talk about tonight for our man Kristaps Porzingis. We'll move this to the 4-minute marker. I do hope you guys have a great night. That's basically it from me. Till next time, guys. Peace.